Okay, I just freed up my computer from my son watching Giant Egg Princess on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about, revisit a section that I have done before in my last year's webinar, the box jump. Everyone jumps a little bit differently, different dorsiflexion angles, different knee bend angles. The difference is really a result of different state of the foot. Whether you have put strength in the foot, whether you use the hyperarch, how long you've been using the hyperarch consciously, that causes the feet to morph, are different factors that will give you different dorsiflexion angles. When you're level 3 and you're training to jump higher with glutes, you want to be using the hyperarch when you do the box jump exercise. I'm very happy to announce I have a few people that recently just hit the level 3 milestone, and which means the nerves from the feet to the glutes are live and they can contract the glutes through the feet, whereas regular injury-prone athletes cannot do. One of the exercises that I suggested to do is a box jump with hyperarch for level 3 athletes. If you're level 1 and you're still training through the my channel, through the videos, like different exercises, you're not going to feel much of a difference when you do this particular jump here. This is really an exercise for level 3 athletes. But at level 3, you can feel your glutes when you jump correctly with hyperarch by putting tension in the feet, using the arc, morphing the arc, stretching the tendons and nerves to the glutes during the jump. So I was sick, coughing a lot when I first recorded this. So this time around I took out the sound. Let's take a look. Ignore the crazy mouse movement. Okay, both these two people are my friends. They play basketball and then they also train to increase their athletic performance. But my friend Peter is just athletically superior and uses the glutes. He's the person on the left. So let's take a look. So he's jumping on the boxes, much higher boxes than the box on the right. And notice the angle between the shin and the foot is roughly 90 degrees because the heel is off the ground. So when he jumps, he lands on the ball of the foot, and he's using abs, a lot of abs and a lot of glutes when he jumps using the hyperarch. And the person on the right is jumping with glutes, with quad. The angle between the shin and the foot is less than 90 degrees. The heel is on the ground. And this is two completely, this is the exact same exercise. But when you have different people doing it, you get different results. When one person is training the quad, and the other side is training the foot and the glutes and the abs. It's totally different. So the angle you can see here is much less than 90 degrees. And when they compete, right, on the basketball court, who do you think is going to win? The person on the left, much more glute dominant. The shot is going to be much more accurate. And when he lands, there is very little glutes. And what I mean by very little glutes is more, you don't feel your tension in the glutes at all when you do this type of jumps. You only feel your quad. And when you feel your quad, there's something wrong. And you know you're doing the wrong exercise. I mean, you're using the wrong mode of the foot. Before, we don't know that. I mean, before when I started doing research and bought all my jump level stuff, training for athletic performance, there's nobody telling me, oh, your foot has different state. No, I found out this the hard way through 10 years of research. And let's take a look here. He's using mostly quad, and and he sounds like that in real life too. Hope you enjoyed that. Here's a little quote for you.